This is the fun police. We hear that you are making fun music in there.
I've been caught. They found me again.
Come out.
Welcome back to this capitalist wasteland known as Night City. I got quite the doozy of a challenge run for y'all today. Money is a key resource in Cyberpunk that allows you to buy upgrades and complete quests. But what if it was also a key resource to your survival? There were a few holes in my pockets I forgot to stitch up, so as I'm moving, I'm dropping all my money. So if I run out of eddies, I die. Can I beat Cyberpunk when moving costs me money? This is another Jack EXE torture device that has been produced from the EXE line of toys. Remember, every Jack EXE action figure comes with its own guillotine. The mod that I created for this video will be available in the description if you want to try out this challenge for yourself. Today, the rules go something like this. First, we're playing on very hard, obviously. Secondly, if you run out of money, the mod brings you out back, Old Yeller style. Simple enough, I know, but let me tell you, I got into quite a few close calls in this run. At the top of the screen, you will see the total eddy count, and any eddies I lose get dropped on the ground for visual effect. This time we're going to shoot for the one ending we have left, siding with Reed for the Phantom Liberty ending. Run starts off as usual. Our street kid Gordon is back to his old tricks. Our boy wants to become the next up-and-coming merc. And our friend Jackie gets a job from Dex, one of the big fixers in Night City. He's got a client that wants to steal a relic from Arasaka. He wants us to do some prep work for the big heist, but V doesn't really have enough money to live. As you'll never guess, he decided to do some assault in progress missions to give us some money to ensure our survival for the big heist?
Listen. Oh, okay.
I also decided this was a good time to try out my new Twitch integration mod, where viewers can use channel points to buy in-game effects. It went about as well as you expected.
Oh no. Why would you do this? Why would you do this to me? Oh God.
Come here, Smash.
Oh God. Come here, Smasher. I'm coming for you. Oh Jesus. No, please. Oh, is that Kurt Hansen? Bro. Oh,
This time around, I wanted to try hacking for my main build, and I went to grab some quick hacks. Contagion's probably a good one to buy. Oh. I've made a terrible mistake. With this financial blunder, I had to scramble to get some cash. And once again, you ask, why didn't I just reload the game? That's something a rich person would do. Well, you know what I always turn to when I need some cash. It's time to beat on some brats. With the extra cash in hand, I complete the heist setup and prepare for the big event. During the heist, there's no real way to earn any money, so I really need to make sure I have enough to complete it.
This is the part I'm worried about. Oh shit, look at all that money. Woo!
But turns out to be not so bad. I make it through the heist and say goodbye to my best friend once again. And Dex isn't exactly feeling sorry for me after that either.
Oh. That cost me $2.
No blaze of glory for me.
Okay.
Johnny's segment is nothing to write home about. He has no money to lose. When I return to the present, Takamura charges us a pretty penny to take us back to Vic. This means after Johnny nestles down in our skull, I need to go back to making some cash. I do a bit of decriming and some gigs to build up for the next big section, saving Evelyn. I swoop in, chop down a man made of wood, play on some fingers, and then I find where Evelyn is held. On my way over there, I rebuild my nest egg using the gold teeth and guns of my foes. Judy and I break in without much issue. At this point, the net running build is quite effective, And with the added power of the SMG iconic Fenrir, no one can stop this wolf from eating the world. We secure the package, and I move on to the Voodoo Boys. Since the only condition for unlocking Phantom Liberty is to complete the Voodoo Boys questline, I can basically ignore the base game after this. Once again, the Voodoo Boys have me enter the GIM, but I decided to take the front entrance to save some money.
Bro, are you okay? Ma'am, do you need help? Blink twice if you need help. Victory is mine.
Yeah, that's right. Legitimately beating a boss. That's me.
Oh, shit. Respectfully?
Alright. I give Nitwash the big iron on my hip. Well, at least the bullet inside of it. And then I go yell at the Voodoo Boys for the unsolicited brain massage. They decided to take me to their secret clubhouse to watch Johnny's home movies. Since they won't let me be on my phone while I watch, I give them a piece of my mind, ensuring I leave compensated for my losses.
Take this, Placide. Yeah. Yeah. Victory!
With them out of the way, we get the call from Songbird, and then we get ready to break into Dogtown. Using the goods that I so joyously pulled from the Voodoo's cold, dead hands, I make quite a bit of cash to hopefully get me through the intro of Phantom Liberty. Much like the heist, we really don't have any opportunities to make money until our president is safe. We make our way to the gates of Dogtown where Songbird is digitally waiting. She gives Johnny the Vulcan neck pinch, and we break our way into the stadium to get in position to help the president. We waltz our way through the old car park, taking the quickest route so we don't trip on our money. Once we make it inside, Space Force One almost takes us out of the running. We scramble after it, spraying the residents of Dogtown with our Benjamins.
It'll be the safest one in Dogtown.
We fight our way to President Meyer's side and whisk her away to the place I dread the most. Since money is a key resource for our survival, we really have not been able to upgrade anything. This means many of the pieces of our equipment are still low tier. The Chimera section is what I believe to be the most difficult part of this game. We saw how hard it was in the Only Cool run, and I've seen how hard it is for other runners as well. First, you gotta survive the endless waves of enemies until the Chimera powers up. I was able to find a spot on the map that allowed me to somewhat cheese the AI into not hitting me. I say somewhat because sometimes they would walk up and splatter you across the boxes. After a few attempts, I survived thanks to my new cubic allies. The Chimera is the next hurdle. Given how its arena is, it's going to require a lot of running, and that means a lot of money lost. It took me quite a few attempts to take the beast down, only to have it glitch out at the end. Twice. I ended up having to come back another day with the mod disabled to beat it. Don't worry, I subtracted the money that I would have lost from the previous attempt. I helped Rosalind settle into Dogtown with a surprise party, but I forgot to tell them there were guests, so they got the blat. We contact Reed next to get old Rosalind back out of town, and so we can rescue Songbird, who mysteriously vanished. Reed and I are chilling out, maxing, relaxing all cool, and shooting b-ball out by the pool before getting some drinks with our old friend Alex. She tells us about an old Voodoo Boy netrunner who could help us get in contact with Songbird. We dance our way over to his hideout, where I use my netrunning skills to take out his goons. Reed gets him to help us re-establish contact with Song. She tells us we need to get into the Black Sapphire, also known as Curdy B's Funhouse. I call up Mr. Hands for help, but he wants me to complete some gigs for him first. Now, here's the part of the run where I struggled the most, at least on one of the gigs. This big robot man loved to beat my ass, and it took so many attempts to beat him. After that, I had it. It was time to spend our lifeblood on some upgrades. I upgraded our tech, and there was still more than enough money to spare. The last 2 gigs were easy. With our upgrades, I was able to just hack into the cameras and kill everyone from afar. With that done, Mr. Hands invites us over for tea and classified documents. He hands over the maps to the Black Sapphire, which allows Reed, Alex, and I to set up a plan and make our way through the back entrance. I meet up with Reed at the party, and we do some schmoozing until Songbird shows up. She reveals that she basically did all the bad stuff for access to an AI that might fix the AIs that she made a pact with, possessing her body and slowly killing her, or worse, turning her into some horrible half-human, half-AI. She asks for our help by going and gambling with some twins to steal their souls. They have the codes to access the AI that she needs. Luckily, it isn't my money, so I'm gambling away. I secure their imprints so I can steal their faces later, and then the hamster himself shows up and kicks us out of the party. Kind of a downer, dude. I go get the face surgery so that I can turn into the twins later, and I get a virus from Reed that will hopefully take down Songbird. That is assuming the highly advanced AIs in her body don't use Windows Defender, or God forbid, McAfee. The plan goes pretty well. We're able to get in there and pretend to be the twins, but, shocker, the virus doesn't stop Songbird. Alex is killed by Kurt, and we must scramble through the destroyed stadium to a date with KH. He doesn't prove too challenging. I'm able to take down his speed with quick hacks. With his body collapsed in a wall, Reed and I watch as Song is taken away by MaxTech. Reed devises a plan to intercept MaxTech as they take her away to a secure facility. But in order to get the routes for MaxTech, I gotta buy those from Mr. Hands. Ouch, my wallet, sir. We set up an ambush and proceed to have a bloody battle with the NCPD. They're tough at first, but I'm able to take them down with quick hacks and smart weapons, no problem. But just as we're about to get Song, her AI groupies show up and take her away to the bunker where the AI is from. I jump in after her, only to be greeted by a big, bad robot. He proceeds to stalk me through the facility as I track down the various terminals to allow me to access the core of the bunker. We witness Song's past through our link and eventually break through the Resident Evil nightmare to free Song by dooming her to the life of eternal torture, forever a tool of the NUSA, and most likely destroy the world. Anyway, Reed and I watch Song fly off into the sunset, and he promises me he will get back to me when the cure is ready. It doesn't take long, and they fly in to take me to Washington. Johnny is really pissed because, oh, he's getting deleted. But what do I care this time? I just beat Cyberpunk when moving cost me money. This was a fun run, though it did become a little easy towards the end, just because of the sheer amount of money we had. I had a blast with this one though. I love making these mods and challenges for people to enjoy. I love you all, and remember, if an AI tries to peer pressure you into breaking down a wall others created to keep them out, don't say yes, you gotta say no. Remember, saying no is okay, especially when it's AI.